Sooner fans, you really need to go check out our podcast partners. First off, teambarfinder.com. Download their app on the Apple Store or on Google Play. Find out where you can watch your Sooners locally at your local pub. Also, go check out tailgateconnect.com for the best tailgates across the country. And go learn football from Jason Young, JY, and the Trench Warfare Report. www.trenchwarfarereport.com. Let's get this going. Hey, Sooner football fans. This is your Sooner football fans podcast. You got Terry, Rob, and Caleb here. Boomer Rob.
Boomer Terry.
Boomer Caleb.
Boomer.
And we are coming at you from the so far corona-free podcast palace in Norman, Oklahoma.
Way to jinx us.
Yeah. Yeah, we are, at least in the podcast palace, it is corona-free. However, my understanding, the city of Norman is not corona-free.
No.
Everything is shut down pretty much in the city of Norman. Pretty much. No restaurants.
Mall's still open, though, which is weird to me.
Yeah, the mall is open.
Trampoline parks are still open.
It is Thursday, and we are normally, speaking of that, it's normally our Thursday night at Louis' video on YouTube, but Louis is shut down. They're not even doing curbside service. So all of the House Myths restaurants are not doing curbside service.
It's probably smart up there.
Which is, disappointing because, yesterday the Able Commission came out, and I kind of, I took, for our podcast, I took the credit for it. But the Able Commission approved restaurants/bars that are doing curbside service could serve bottled beer, canned beer, and wine to curbside. I was like, dude, it's like going to Sonic.
It's like Christmas, right?
Yeah. Pull up, take the top off, or hop in the back of your truck, or take the top off the Jeep. And
is it one beer per person, or is it?
They didn't say. It just said that they could.
just got to keep going around the block.
Yeah. So I was thinking order a bucket of beer and, sit and get some,
Norman isn't.
Some chicken wings and sit in the back of the bed of the truck.
Norman's one of the few towns in the state that you can have an open container and walk around with. So.
Yeah. But
hey, I would like to point out that we are not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
But we do have eligibility left.
Right.
Good job, Rob. What is my mistake for not
that first
dropping that line in there. We got a good podcast for you guys. We got a kind of a surprise with everybody doing all these lists and brackets. I think we got the best one. But
hold on. We got our first Cowboy tested positive for Corona, Marcus Smart.
Cowboy.
Went to OSU, Marcus Smart. First OSU Cowboy tested positive.
Is he a basketball player?
Yeah, but plays for the Celtics. So that's two negatives for me right there. OSU Cowboy and plays for the Celtics. But yeah, so, the first Cowboy.
As you hear, Caleb was on the podcast with us this today, and so haven't heard from you in a while. Caleb's a millennial.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell by the haircut?
Yeah, could you tell? And the beard. How is your social distancing life? How are you and your friends handling
normally
pandemic?
I go to like 3 bars pretty much. I don't go out like crazy anymore. So I went out last weekend, but I went to Land Run on Tecumseh, and it was me and my friend to sit by ourselves. We were like rubbing elbows really in one. And then we went to Bison, which is on Saturday, when there was like 5 people in there. So like we went out, there was no one there. And then this week I've just been chilling at the house. I'm on vacation this week. I just happened to choose vacation this week a month ago, planning on going out for St. Patrick's Day and watching the tournament. That got ruined. So I've been at the house, watching TV, drinking.
Okay, let's clarify this. You've been staying.
I've been staying at my parents' house.
My house.
Yeah, it's my parents' house because they have cable. And I was fully prepared because, like, if you go on Twitter, you think it's all meltdown. I was prepared for the whole place to shut down.
Tell them, finish what you said, that we have cable and
cable and food.
I
have food at my house. I have food at my house, but still.
And toilet paper.
I have toilet paper at my house too, but. Like, I got something. I said, if we go on lockdown, I'll go to my house and get everything from there and bring it all over here, like my PlayStation and like the food I had there, so I can play games and stuff. But I came here just because I was prepared for that to happen. Because if you go on Twitter now, it's like it's all negative pretty much. So,
what are your views on all the sports stuff?
I think if they shut everything down, they shut everything down. Like it's just no point doing half-ass at all. If you half-ass it, it's going to slow it down a little bit, but it's not going to stop anything.
Well, your WWE is going to be doing their stuff with no crowds, and
UFC is still trying to get the Khabib fight to happen.
Yeah, they're talking, which I think it's kind of a cool idea. Did you hear what NASCAR is doing? They're going to esports. They're going to have NASCAR guys
drive esports cars
simulators, and have NASCAR guys comment on it. And, they're going to talk. So that's happening, I guess, this week on Fox. Maybe that's what they should do. Oh, man, that's a great idea. Maybe we should get, Lincoln Riley and Nick Saban and all those guys together and do a,
NCAA football tournament.
NCAA football tournament.
Well, if they had a game out still, you could do that.
Well, but
With an
still,
old one.
Yeah, get an old one. Love.
Lincoln Riley has to be-
05 or something.
Lincoln Riley
Last
has to be
one?
the ECU, I guess, because that's where you coached at. Whatever is on that game.
Yeah, that's an idea. Or maybe I'm sure EA Sports has one ready to drop any moment now, so they could probably give it to the guys. That'd be a kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, it
to
would be fun. Yeah.
Let the coaches call, play the game, and or at least I don't know if coaches would be good at it. I bet Lincoln plays video games. That's something we need to ask him.
He's got 2 little girls, so they might.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not. He
but-
probably didn't have time, honestly.
Yeah,
He has time now.
Well, he's out fishing.
Yeah.
Did you see his? He is the champion of social distancing, world champion. He's got his family with him, but they're out in the middle of nowhere filming eagles, catching trout.
I was already pretty good at that social distancing thing.
That's what I was going to ask you, Rob. How is your social distancing going?
Well, the bad part about it is I am a handshaker. So, if you come up to me and introduce yourself, I'm going to try and shake your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like,
Well, Caleb's a hugger, so.
Yeah.
But
hugger and a kiss on the neck.
I don't know. Depends who it is.
Well, hopefully you and I can just shake hands.
yeah.
Well, I mean, while I was out, I was doing elbow rows with people because I ran into a Clippers fan first time in my life. That was interesting, and he actually it was a fun conversation. When he left, we just bumped elbows when he left.
Is that going to be a thing now? From now on, bumping
Yes.
elbows?
Yes.
You think so? You guys, okay? It's going to be the millennials that carry it on, isn't it?
I mean,
Because they had us, when H1N1 is where the fist bump
yeah.
came in. Don't shake hands, bump fists. Now it's elbows.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's going to change the way we do things, though,
Yeah.
from here on out.
yeah, it is. I mean, things are going to change because look at what changed after 9/11. We don't think of them now, but look at airports. I mean, remember you used to just basically drop your bag through a X-ray, and
Yeah.
your family took you to the gate and
Walk out on the plane with you as long as they weren't when to go off, right?
Yeah, and now it takes you get there an hour and a half beforehand, and things are going to
The
change.
guy with the rubber glove, though, he's surprisingly gentle.
You always make them. Well, let me see your hand before you. No
Make sure you
sausage
don't have
fingers.
anything in your prison pocket. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
But one thing, since it is Thursday night, and I normally don't drink on the podcast, but it's Thursday night, I'm having a beer. Caleb's got a beer.
I'm almost done with my first beer.
Yeah, so there we go. Let me tell
So
you.
the first news is obviously the big news that happened yesterday, right?
Which news?
The spring game officially canceled.
Good
as
point.
Of yesterday.
Yeah. Shocking?
No. It's just official announced yesterday that it's canceled.
Yeah, if you were holding out hope for the spring game, yeah, that was a...
That
was
was over high hopes for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, maybe they'll do it in the summer because they haven't canceled. I mean, they've canceled it, but they're open. But the NCAA is not going to let anything go on in the summer football wise.
Yeah.
What I do think that the NCAA should allow is softball and baseball to pick up when.
Well, the problem is some of those kids that play, they have summer internships that pull them away. Let's not forget they're still students and they got to think about work and stuff like that. So.
They can come back though. The spring sports they got another year eligibility, but the winter sports they said they're not going to give them one probably. So
and and that sucks for the freshmen that are in now because they were expecting to get to play next year when these seniors graduated, and the ones that take over.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Are there any baseball players that might still leave though? Because they were showing off.
Sure. Top 3 pitchers at OU, they're all going to be pros.
Yeah, man, and that's bad. That's a bad deal for Oklahoma baseball. Bad deal. I mean,
we found a good team first time in a while.
Yeah, I mean, they were top 5 in pitching in the country. I mean, I think slugging. They had a bunch of. They were in the top rankings of everything, and they were
like all the good teams. Like we won every series so far, didn't we? Like win every series,
and
they're all good teams we're beating.
And we lost to some teams that weren't so good, but. Still not
that's
bad.
Baseball. Yeah, that's baseball.
That's baseball. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's, but yeah, I feel and looking forward to this is my anniversary weekend, and that I do have a wonderful wife that she was okay with doing the tailgate for the Texas game, this weekend, for the anniversary celebration, and. We can't even do that. We ought to go out and just sit on the berm.
Just go sit out
there. Saturday, Rob.
People driving by going, what are they looking at?
Hold a flag, put a Texas flag upside down.
And then go, woohoo.
Yeah, but here's the deal, Rob. I know you. I think I know your answer to this. I know Caleb's too. How are you on going back and watching old games?
I'm not going to go back and just watch any old game. There's got to be some significance. Like every OU football game would be significant enough, but like I'm not going to go back and watch last year's national championship game.
Yeah,
I don't even know who was in it. I'm pretty sure whoever was, they both cheated. So,
what about you, Caleb? You like?
No.
Yeah. See, I'm not a. And now I'll watch something like what the ESPN had on the other night when we were recording. They had the greatest games of all time, and I'll watch that stuff. But I'm not one to go and sit down and go, you know what? I'm going to go look up YouTube, the 1985 Miami game.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Only time I did is when Kobe died. I watched like his highlight games, but that's just because like he died. So I mean, but that's the only time I've done it really at all.
Well, that's some significance there. So.
Yeah. And there's only
not just any old game.
Yeah, and it's only like 3 or 4 games I watch. I like his 81-point game I watched, his last game. I think some finals games. Those are the only ones I watched really.
See, we'd probably go back and watch. I mean, if the footage exists, and I know it does, some of the Marcus Dupree stuff, or maybe a game that Roy Williams really played well, or Adrian, his big games or something like that. I mean, we'd go back and watch that stuff, wouldn't we?
There was somebody said, the ESPN could look at doing a deal that show a game and do the pregame and the calling of the game like it was live and a post game.
Okay. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be different. I wouldn't mind seeing. What would be cool. Oh, Toby Rowland. We're going to throw this out there. People, maybe get Toby Rowland to call like a 1975 game, and because he doesn't know really what happens in all of them. I can't hardly. He's about our age, so
yeah,
that'd be cool. I mean, there's an idea.
Be fun. Yeah, be a nice little.
Yeah, see how he would call it, and then you could listen to John Brooks.
Yeah.
So.
But, if things keep going the way they're going, you've seen Demolition Man, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's been on all this week. I watched it a couple times
physical touching. Transfer of saliva. No way. Hold up, girl.
And speaking of which, our buddies with the podcast, Just Okay Sports, apparently, they were talking about, they watched that Contagion movie, and I know Caleb did.
Yeah, it's one I haven't seen in a while.
Before we get too much into our bracket thing that we're going to be doing, I wanted to talk about these pandemic movies or epidemic movies that are out, and good ones and bad ones. I personally, we just watched, what was it?
Outbreak.
We watched the end of Outbreak. Caleb had never seen it. Me and Rob just watched the end of it with him. But I don't want to see that stuff right now. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I like watching it because, that movie Outbreak we just watched, it's 100% kill rate in that movie.
Yeah.
Contagion, there's 100% kill rate in that movie. Like that's what's annoying me right now. Because this is I know it's so bad. It's so bad right now, but we're treating this like it's 100% kill rate to everyone.
You're gonna get moderately sick, but that's not gonna really sell movie tickets.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I mean, it's still bad because people are dying, and it's something that we can't control. But but those movies though, it's 100% kill rate, and that's how I can only imagine if it was 100% kill rate right now, how we would be acting. Because we're acting like this right now for this small of a kill rate. Like the whole country would be tearing itself to pieces right now if that was the case.
There'd be no toilet paper.
There'd be nothing. We'd probably be in war with each other.
Well, I'm already carrying a load of weapons. So,
and that's the thing. And I've heard stuff. Those of you who, listen to the podcast, I work in home health care, so I'm dealing with it every day. Okay. I get frustrated, and I understand people's frustration when you see posts on there about people being upset about all the basically pretty much every NBA team has been tested.
Have a beer.
Yeah, it's right here. It's in the house.
Rumor was like I think the Jazz have got 20% of our statewide tests.
Yeah, and people are like, and they're right. There are people, in Oklahoma right now, you have to meet a certain criteria to get that test because we don't have enough tests.
Yeah.
Okay, but I understand people getting upset. All the NBA's been tested, and people who are really sick who can't afford it get tested. You're right, but I mean that's the world we live in. Whether it's right or wrong, and I heard Sam Mays, of which by the way has agreed to be on the podcast, guys. So we're going to have Sam Mays on here soon. But he said, you got to look at it. We're employees of a company. Professional athletes are assets. They make millions of dollars, but they have to protect that asset. They generate millions of dollars for a company.
Plus, they interact with way more people than we do because they're famous. Like they can walk in the streets. They can't walk down the street without. You need to be isolated because if not, they're way out walking around. And they have people running up to them, taking pictures with them.
Happens to me and your dad all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, people don't care now. Like I said, we're supposed to be self-quarantine, supposed to keep our distance but people are still going out and living their lives, doing stuff. That's just how it's going to work until we're forced. I mean, that's how it is. That's how it was in Italy and France. Until you're forced not to do stuff, people are going to do stuff. That's just how we. This is how we are as people. Until you're forced,
it's quote martial law and the military driving.
And until they shut everything down, people are still going to go out and do stuff. People go out and live their lives because
there's nothing for them to go out and do now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the still trampoline park's still open. They can go do that stuff. I mean,
go
to parks, you can go to beaches, you can go all that stuff still. Yeah.
But I mean,
casinos. I think there's casinos still open. So.
Yeah, but the Indian clinics are only seeing certain people. But you can get in the Indian casinos. But some of the casinos, I think all the Cherokee casinos have closed down.
Have they?
So, but all I'm saying is, I understand everybody's frustration, but getting mad and working people up or everybody working up on Twitter and everything doesn't help anything. I mean. It is what it is, but
I don't pay much attention.
But now we could get worked up on these brackets being thrown out there.
Yeah, but
I got pretty heated yesterday with the bracket.
So, but what we're going to do first off, before we get into bracket stuff, I want to talk about contagion movies, virus movies, and let's throw these out here. The Happening. We're all movie fans, by the way.
Trash.
The Happening. You've seen that, Rob?
Anything with Mark Wahlberg? Mark Wahlberg. The trees are killing people.
Nope.
He talks to the tree at one point. Hey, how you doing?
M. Night Shyamalan movie.
So bad.
And basically,
I don't like Wahlberg either, so that doesn't help either.
Basically, the premise of it is the Earth is fighting back, and it's people just fall over dead when the wind blows.
The trees are releasing a air that's causing people to kill themselves.
Okay.
And it's terrible.
That could happen.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Warm Bodies.
That's a zombie movie, right?
Yeah, that's the zombie movie.
That's the zombie coming back to life.
Yeah.
The zombie comes back to life. He falls in love. It's funny.
This one is a kid's a zombie, a high school kid, and the world's zombies. And, there's healthy people.
He sees a hot chick, and his heart beats.
And he starts coming back from being a zombie. Yeah.
Okay.
So love cures the zombie apocalypse, pretty much.
There you go.
And but it's got what's the big actor's name? That's the Colonel in it.
I don't know the Colonel. I know the main character is the guy that plays Beast in the X-Men movies. That's all I know. That.
Yeah, but
he dated Jennifer Lawrence, so that's how I really know who he is.
Some respect for him.
You've seen the Rounders?
Nope.
Oh, you have
Kamish, the guy that plays Kamish in Rounders, the poker game.
Not the
John
Malkovich.
Yeah, John
Malkovich.
John
Malkovich. Yeah,
John Malkovich is the colonel, the military colonel in it. So it's a good movie.
It's good. Yeah, it's funny.
Day After Tomorrow.
I like that movie.
You like it?
Seen that one.
I like that movie. I like that. I don't know what it is. It's like. I mean, there's tornadoes in LA. It's stupid, but I mean, it's a movie that I watch. I turn my brain off. I like to see New York get demolished by waves. It's just. I like the first half of it. Then when it freezes over, and goes to Ice Age. I'm like, okay, I don't care for it anymore. But the first half, everything gets just demolished by natural disasters. I love it.
That's Randy Quaid?
Yeah, Randy Quaid. Yeah, Dennis Quaid. Yeah, with Jake Gyllenhaal when he's still like the kid Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Before Brokeback.
I mean, before he's one of the biggest movie stars in the world. Spider-Man. He was a great Spider-Man villain. Did you like my Spider-Man villain? Has Mysterio.
Yep.
He was great, Mysterio.
Okay, next one.
Also watched Prisoners. You remember that Prisoners movie? The kidnap. I don't know. It's been on HBO here recently. It's really good. It's a creepy, dark movie, but
I've not seen that one.
World War Z.
Yeah.
That's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yep, seen that one.
Is that a good one? Recommended?
Brad Pitt's hair, and then South Park made fun of it. His apartment turned to Brad Pitt.
Oh my gosh!
And
what's funny is the zombies in there. How they're
so dumb. They're like psychopaths.
Yeah. Good job, Rob.
Thank you.
Now, I will say the one that creeps me out the most is 28 Days Later.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I'm sorry. That should have been first because 28 should be the first ones.
The Andromeda strain.
Never
That's
heard
an
of
old
it.
one, right?
That's
like
an old one.
70 something or other?
Yeah,
That's
71.
That's before my age right there.
Based on a 1969 novel. I think it had
69, you said?
it was in 71. It had Charlton Heston in it, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Hold on. We might have Mr. 4440 come and hop on with us.
Oh, okay. Quarantine.
That sounds familiar. Who's in it?
From 2008. Found footage horror fans really enjoy. Oh, Quarantine.
Yeah, it has a chick from Dexter in
It
it.
has, Dexter's sister.
Dexter's sister in it, who fell in love with Dexter one season, which is weird still.
Yeah. Have you seen that one, Quarantine?
It's creepy, and then it gets dumb at the end.
Yeah.
It's a found footage movie, so it's like a real shaky cam.
Yeah, it's kind of like Blair Witch
I
Project.
don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I Am Legend.
Great movie.
Seen that one.
Great movie. You love that one?
If Rascal got
Yeah, it's pretty
infected,
good.
I would not kill Rascal. I'd let him kill me. I would not kill my German Shepherd like he did. That scene still makes me cry to this day.
It makes you cry?
Scene. Yeah, I cry. I cry on a lot of stuff. I cry. I watch This Is Us. I cry. I post every week on Snapchat. Time to cry. This Is Us is on.
I don't think I cried in, but
I Am Legend. You teared up a little bit, didn't you?
I Am Legend creeped me out. Okay,
I haven't watched that in a while. I might actually watch that again pretty soon.
Those were thinking zombies, right?
They're vampires.
Yeah,
they're vampires.
Yeah,
they could go out in the sun.
Yeah, but it was because they weren't vampires, but they were conscious. They had a consciousness.
Right.
And
Want to pause? We'll pause real fast.
Yeah,
we'll be back with someone else with us. We got a guest coming on.
the neighbor from across the street, Eli, aka 4440.
There you go. Thank you very much.
On the podcast.
Proud to be here.
We've been talking about this for a year, but we still haven't had the.
There is no sports right now. This would be a perfect time to live stream it.
This could be a fantastic
sport event.
Watch me sprint a 4:40.
Yep. I mean, what else are we going to do for sports?
Again, Eli normally comes out to Louis with us, and there's nothing for us to do, so we're
the Louis is a no-go on this Thursday.
Yeah.
So, but we've been talking, Eli. We've been talking about do what?
It's also not open.
No, apparently they are open. That's what the guys said yesterday.
It's way over there on Highway 9.
I guess they can say they're more. I don't know.
Yeah, they're open.
But we're doing virus movies. We're going to talk about virus movies.
You want
right
to recap
now.
more fast?
We just.
Yay or nay, Eli?
Yay or nay. We don't want to
hit
stick
me
up
with it.
The Happening.
The Happening. I actually do really like that
Oh
movie.
my
man.
god. Okay.
No, why? Because M. Night Shyamalan? You guys don't like that?
I don't like Wahlberg, and also Wahlberg's acting is terrible in the movie.
M. Night.
M. Night.
Okay, his name is actually M. Night.
Oh, okay.
That is an initial.
Somebody with the last name Shyamalan.
But still,
Right,
okay.
right.
It's Shyamalan.
All right, so you
I
like
don't know.
The
I'm just
Happening.
throwing that out
We
there.
have to take that
Okay.
conversation later on.
Yeah.
The only reason I think I kind of like it is because it kind of says like the plants take back and they emit this chemical that tries to kill humans.
It doesn't try. It succeeds killing humans.
So next one,
Doesn't
we got to
kill
run
all
through.
humans,
Everybody's
that's why I
heard
said
the
try.
Warm Bodies. You like that one?
Warm Bodies, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It's one of those zombie movies, kind of like Zombieland.
Yeah.
That's why I like Warm
Yeah.
Bodies.
Comedy.
But it's a love story too, which I think is hilarious.
Love cures the zombie disease.
Right? Love cures all.
Okay. The Day After Tomorrow.
Okay, Day After Tomorrow I thought was really stupid because
I see.
that's not the way the end of the world's going to happen. It's going to happen with the coronavirus, apparently. It's not going to happen with the eye of the storm comes in and everything freezes.
I like it just because it's entertaining.
it's entertaining, but at the same time, that's not how it's going to end.
I don't care how it's going to end. Like
everyone's like, "Oh, we're overdue for another ice age." Yeah, that's probably true, but with global warming that everyone thinks exists, that's not going to happen either.
We're just with the hot takes today.
We just went politics.
I know. We went to Alex Jones real fast.
I went geographical. Actually.
World War Z.
World War Z. I've always liked Brad Pitt, so
like him, or like him.
I mean, he's a beautiful man. We're not going to lie here.
Once upon a Hollywood.
I mean, if I'm in a safe place, I'm going to say
podcast studio.
Well, that just got uncomfortable.
But at the, you know what?
He is sitting next to Rob right now too.
I'm comfortable in my own masculinity that I think I'm okay. I just don't think that zombies are going to be moving that fast.
You never know.
That's the only thing I think about World War Z.
You went logistics to these movies.
They're sick and they're diseased. They're not going to move like a freaking world class sprinter. Like I say 4.40. They're not going to move like a 4.1940 like freaking Chris Johnson.
Hey, you never know.
I mean, it's not going to happen.
Okay, the next one is Andromeda Strain.
Okay, that's a classic.
I've never seen it.
See, we all knew what it was.
And it has a lot to do with today because there's two people. They have no idea why. A very young person, very old person that are immune to this disease, which right now, I mean, most old people are not because that's the problem. That's who's dying from coronavirus. But young people, yes, they have no idea. Physicians still have no idea why they're not affected as much as elderly people.
Yeah,
they don't know.
Okay, the next one is Quarantine.
That's the one with the weird handheld camera. It's almost like freaking Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, that's what that's
Okay, yeah, it is actually. He's true. It's a lot like that.
Well, Dexter. That's all I know.
It does have a little bit of Dexter.
That's Dexter's sister's in it.
That's true. Dexter's sister.
So,
but I mean, I like it in the realistic fact, just because it's kind of like this reporter that goes in, tries to find out what's going wrong.
And then she gets stuck in there.
But yeah, she does. She gets stuck. But at the same time, I mean, it's kind of like all those others, like Paranormal Activity and anything else. But
okay, next one is I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. I like because I like Will Smith.
No, okay.
Did you cry when a dog died?
I did, only because. And why does this matter? By the way, because everyone's like, oh, he says this is Sam. Sam, no. And at the very end, he says, Samantha, no. And everyone goes, oh, my God, the dog's female?
I didn't know that name was female. It's first time learning this.
Are you kidding me? That whenever I first heard that, I'm like, why is that more sad than anything else?
Rob's got quiet over here. Have you seen the alternate ending?
No.
Have you seen both endings? There's two endings.
I have not.
The alternate ending, he lives.
Yeah, the alternate ending, he lives.
I don't. In that story, I don't think he can live.
Well, in the alternate ending, he gets a bunker and he throws a grenade.
No,
and
I'm just saying.
I know, yeah.
Think he can live. Well, yeah. In that actual story.
Well, it's called I Am Legend, so that's why he had to die because that's why they changed it for.
Thank you. I Am Legend. It would have been different. Legend if you die.
It would have been a different name if he lived. That's what.
Okay, next movie. Now you're caught up.
Now we're all
caught up.
Okay, now we're here. Let's go.
It Comes at Night.
Huh? Ooh, that could be anything. That could be a porno.
That's the one with that's the one like that's like a sex disease. So you have sex with something and it follows you.
Themselves. Have you seen it, Rob?
It sounds like a tween.
Pull your mic.
It's creepy.
We got too many microphones going now. You can't hardly hear.
I have not seen that.
You have not seen that.
Okay,
one?
Sounds like a tween movie.
So this one, like pretty much, it's kind of like a metaphor for like a sexual disease. Like if you have sex with this person, a creature comes after you and kills you, and you have to keep running away from it. And then the only way that you get rid of it is if you have sex with someone else, and then it goes after that person.
Okay.
That sounds like a horrible.
We just
HIV kind of.
Caleb just watched this one, Outbreak.
Outbreak was good.
That's another classic.
It was good. I liked it.
Here's one I liked: The Crazies.
I love the Crazies. I love the Crazies because I like.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I love Timothy Oliphant, so I love the Crazies.
You mean Josh? You mean Dunham's freaking clone?
Josh Dunham?
Yeah, Josh Dunham and Timothy Oliphant look like freaking twins.
I still like him because of Justified. So I mean, anything he does, I'm a big fan.
I'm just saying they look like twins.
Well, didn't he walk out? He walked out on the baseball field, or a guy was running at him on the baseball field. And
he's a sheriff.
Not necessarily running to him, but yes. And then he goes and shoots him
in the
middle of the outfield.
You like that one, Rob? Though you're a big fan of that one.
It was good. I
mean, that's a fly ball right there.
So they're supposed to be zombies in that movie, or just like they're like it's a water's effect or something, right?
No, they're zombies.
Yeah,
something.
Okay, Cloverfield.
That's
Nah,
a big monster. That's different. That's almost like Pacific Rim.
It's still the end of the world, kind
but
of.
But it's still it's a big monster that destroys. It's like Godzilla.
I don't like.
They're in like a bunker or something.
No, it's more like they walk around with the shaky can
handheld
again.
camera
It's
again.
shaky
Oh,
can.
yeah,
it's-
which
it's-
part?
they're in
Yeah.
New York City.
Yeah, they're New
No,
York City trying to
no,
survive.
no.
I don't like Cloverfield.
Okay, the next one is Carriers.
Never seen it.
I forgot about that one.
No,
I
not
don't
seen
know
that
what
one
that
either.
one
When it
is.
came out, when it come out.
2009.
Like, I should know what that is.
09.
but I don't know
Who's
what
the
that
main
is.
players in that one?
Lou Taylor Pucci, Chris Pine, Piper Perado,
Pine.
and Emily Van Camp star in a paint-by-numbers but nonetheless compelling tale of 4 survivors of a viral plague who start to turn on each other while seeking refuge.
Huh. Well, Chris Pine's in it. So I
That
haven't
sounds
seen
like a B Squad movie.
it. But
Yeah.
Chris Pine's in it though. Captain
Huh?
Kirk. Captain Kirk's in it. Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Guy
Chris
from-
Pine?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's a big guy.
he was third on the list whenever he was naming
And
actors
that's crazy.
and actresses.
I mean,
So,
this is right after Star Trek, though. I guess so.
well, he probably
Okay.
allowed like cameo.
Next one is Contagion. I've never seen that one.
No, it's
You
really
watched
good.
Contagion.
Contagion's really
You want
good.
to watch that with Matt? That's when Matt Damon and all them.
Yeah,
Matt
Oh,
Damon.
okay, yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that.
That's what I was watching the other
it's
day.
Good Will Hunting, but he's an epidemiologist.
Well, this one, he's just a normal guy. He got cheated on by his wife.
Yeah.
And that's his whole story, pretty much. His wife was his patient zero. She cheated on him. Before
And that's
she
how
died.
and that's how she got the
No,
virus.
she got the virus because she runs. I watched this like the other day. So she opens up casinos, and she was in China opening a casino. And
Oh, China again.
There is. I
Huh?
will say there is a lot of eeriness for that movie. To where it's happening right now.
You mean Chinese eeriness?
Well, it's just like how it spreads, how it spreads. Differences. It's not as deadly as it
Okay.
is in the movie, but it's But this one though, it's like a bat eats something and a pig eats the bat, and then
Only this
the
one's
pig is
not as
fed.
deadly that we're actually in here.
Yeah,
quarantined for.
this one, like I was telling him earlier, this one like it's 100% kill rate, and you die within 2 days.
Okay,
So-
the one that we're hiding from right now is a less than 2% kill rate.
Yeah.
Still a lot of people though. Still a lot of people.
Yeah, you mean elderly, the ones that are probably
a lot
going
of
to die
people.
anyway? I'm
So
just
Okay,
saying.
the next one.
I'll put that out there. I
The
don't care.
next one is Caleb brought this one up. 28 days later.
Yeah, I love 20 days.
Scare-
Eli-
What about 28 weeks later?
Same
That's
thing.
the next
Yeah,
one.
same thing.
Have you seen that
No,
one?
I've
You're
not
the
seen
same
that.
thing.
Right.
Those are creepy.
You're a movie.
Those are creepy.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on.
I know, but
You're
I
a
canceled
movie
my
guy.
TV like 2 or 3 years
These
ago.
came out
and
like
I
this in
haven't
2000s.
I haven't redid it since then. So.
28. This has been out since like two. I mean, it is a creep. These guys.
These are creepy.
If they free these monkeys that have been given this rabies virus to learn how to treat, it spreads all over the world and ends up. It's the reason why. Spoiler alert. It's called 28 Days Later is because at the end,
It's British,
all this,
by the way. Okay.
yeah, all the zombies are dying because they run out of food. They can't eat. They're not. They've ate each other. They've ate everything, and so they starve in 28 days.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what's creepy about the movie though isn't the zombies; it's how people are acting in those days. It's like it's apocalyptic.
Well, it's almost like Walking Dead because they
Yeah.
perform factions. They
Yeah.
got like a military faction. They have this other faction. Hey, join us because if you don't, then we're going to kill you anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what makes that movie creepy. And then 28 weeks later, it's just like
Hey, Terminus Steakhouse,
Terminus.
right?
exactly.
I want a
Right?
T-shirt. I want that T-shirt. By the way,
Yeah, we
Can we
have
do that? Terminus Steakhouse on the back.
I can't reach it. You have it sitting over there.
But the next one is Bird Box.
I think that's
Bird Box
stupid.
was
I think it's a
terrible.
Netflix joke.
Have you watched it? You don't watch that?
I've seen it. I kind of liked it.
You know why I didn't
Bird
watch
Box,
it? Because
no,
it's
I've
a
not seen
B
it.
Squad movie that nobody cares about
Hey.
unless that's all you can watch.
Hey, it has Sandra Bullock and it has Malcolm Mitchell.
Ooh,
Sandra
Sandra Bullock. Yeah, we were talking
Yeah,
about her. the
Sandra
other
Bullock
night.
is hot, but you know what? I'm not gonna watch a whole movie just because
Well,
of that.
Michael
Except
Bitch
I
is-
probably watch Gravity because of that.
Michael Bitch is in it too. You like Michael Bitch?
Huh?
John Malkovich.
John
You like
Say
him?
Michael Bitch.
I mean,
John Malkovich. Okay, so
It's John
I,
we're gonna
I,
Malkovich.
thought, I thought it was okay. I
It's
like
just
Birds.
Vic. It's not Vitch.
12 Monkeys.
I love 12
I've
Monkeys.
actually never seen 12
because I like Terry Gilliam because he has
Rob,
amazing movies.
It shocks me you haven't seen some of these.
I know, me too.
12 Monkeys. It's
I know.
got what's his name?
Dad loves it because Brad Pitt. That's
Brad Pitt's
Brad
great.
Pitt, Bruce Willis.
Listen, I've seen his rear end too much. I don't want to watch any more
Brad
Brad
Pitt's
Pitt.
rear end.
Well,
Only
when
in
you,
Troy.
when you see Troy, you're like, okay, I'm
And
done
you know
watching
what?
Brad Pitt.
Troy's
I went-
a long damn movie.
I
So
went
you
and
see his
watched-
ass a lot.
I went and watched that.
true
I went and watched that
story.
with Mom, and she was so happy when that came on screen. I was very uncomfortable when that happened.
But 12,
She clapped whenever it came on screen.
12
Like, "Oh,
Monkeys. 12 Monkeys is
That's a
Bruce
quintessential
Willis.
time traveler movie
Yeah.
trying to prevent what happened, but you can't prevent
Prevent what happened. and
That's
they don't
exactly
know what
what
12
12
Monkeys is, and it's all
Army of the 12 Monkeys. Yep.
okay. In my opinion, the greatest virus into the world
Planet of
flick.
the Apes.
Bill and Ted.
Nope. Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead is really great.
I have seen that one.
What about
Parts of it, I think.
What about Dawn of the Dead?
Shaun
Dawn of the Dead's
of-
really
Are
good
you going to
too.
start throwing your records at the zombies
Yes,
to kill
if
them
I
in the head? No, you're not. Which ones are you going to give up?
What
3 records would you give up?
I've seen. We don't have records anymore, but
My dad doesn't. No, yes, you
see
do.
that you have the memes that are out there that already
we should
is-
make that meeting so we should go to
you know,
Louis.
yeah, we should go.
When
He goes, let's go down to the Winchester.
Horsehead. Yeah, the Winchester.
Winchester.
wait for
Have
all
a
blow
Horsehead was
over.
in that other
have a
movie.
pint and wait for it to blow over.
You should go to Louis. Have a pint. And wait till all blow over.
Let's go down to the Winchester. They have rifles there.
Well, then Edgar,
They've got
and then Edgar Wright pointed out that when they went to Winchester, everyone died pretty much. So he's like, "Don't do that because
Not
everyone
everyone.
died. Well, pretty much everyone died besides Sean
all
and
but
the girl."
4.
Yeah, but Edgar Wright's pointing out because everyone's doing a joke this weekend. And he's taking it serious, so he's like, "Yeah." Then I guess Sean Pegg and the other guy, they did a phone call conference and they did that replay that joke. He's like, "No, you just need to stay home and instead of going out, stay home and wait for it to blow over." It was pretty funny. It came out today. It was actually pretty funny.
I mean, it's hilarious. It's a great parody on these types of
I mean,
situations.
parody. That could really happen in real life. I still love it.
No,
when
Ed, that
whenever-
kind of zombie situation
my-
could happen, but it's
my-
a parody on
My
that.
favorite part of that movie is whenever the apocalypse happens and he's walking to the store when all the zombies run
Yeah.
past him and he slips on blood.
He slips on blood
He's
in
like
the store.
He's like,
walking-
man, they need to clean
Yeah,
it.
they clean that up and he just drops off everything.
Well, and the best part is the night before when
While they're drunk and
they're
the
drunk.
zombies in the street.
Well, their roommate.
Yeah.
and they're,
I mean, their roommate.
but they're
is
walking
based-
through the streets.
Yeah.
And the
know what?
zombie goes.
Oh, he went in there. He
You
was
convinced
really
me.
sick earlier.
I'm going
It's like,
to
what?
watch. I'm going to watch this movie now.
What movie?
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
I
Dead's
gotta watch Shaun of the Dead now
fantastic.
again.
It is
I haven't
really
watched
good.
it in a while.
Okay, guys, switching gears now. We're going to talk Sooner football.
That was fun.
We are, and I got to give a shout out to, just forgot his name. Let me talk amongst
Trey
yourselves
Sermon?
real quick. No, I
I'm kidding.
gotta look this up real
We got to
quick.
talk about that too. But
Y'all already know. Y'all talked about Tracer Leader, right? Last
Did he go to
podcast.
Ohio State?
They haven't announced where he's going yet. He just announced he transferred.
it's going to be Ohio State.
Yeah, we.
A rumor is Ohio State, which makes sense, honestly, if he goes there.
Can we talk about that real quick though? Why is he doing that?
Well, they lost their running back, man. It's a perfect place for him to go.
I know, but
He's
why
number
is he
2 here.
leaving here?
He's number 2 here. Plus,
We have like some stud running backs coming in too.
I mean, we don't.
We don't really need him.
It's running back by committee.
Yeah.
He's only going to get 5,
And
6,
like
7 carries
Kenny
a game.
Brooks, I think Kenny Brooks,
Alright.
they ranked like top 10. Like he's like a top 5 running back coming back next year. So I mean,
Okay,
I
now.
don't blame him.
Okay,
I
don't
hate it
know
for
either.
us, so.
I'm caught up. Soonerstats.com. Okay, help me out getting this. Keith at Soonerstats.com, and I went through thousands of Oklahoma Sooner names, and what we're going to do is start the building blocks for the greatest Sooner names in history. Okay, it's going to take us a couple of podcasts. So, but we're going to start out tonight, and we may get into a couple of other ones, but we're going to give the guys with actual nicknames, who had nicknames, whether or not we're going to move them forward. Now, we're going to narrow it down, so we're going to go, I'm going to say the
Any
name,
position.
I'm going
Yeah,
to say the
team
name, their
Okay.
position, kind of what year they played, and
Okay.
we're going to go,
I
yeah,
got
he
one.
deserves to keep
Can I
moving.
throw one out there?
I got
No,
one of
I
the
won't.
biggest.
That's why I ask. If it's not,
No,
if it's on the
no,
list.
we're in alphabetical order, so
So it's a yay or nay.
Well, the
Or
one
vote.
I'm thinking of's got to be up there close. And
We can't say it though. Dad's going to tell us. So
Yeah,
we can't say
I
it.
got
So
it.
we got.
I'm just
I've got
saying.
lists.
So we're going to
The
say
one I'm
yay.
thinking of.
So we're going to say yay or nay. Pretty much go one by one. Yes or no. Pretty much.
Yeah, we'll just, it's kind of be consensus.
Does the
But
first
Okay.
one start with B?
the very first one is Brandon Bubba Babb.
Bubba. Well,
Bubba Babb.
That's
I
the
can't-
first one?
I can't do that because I also wrestle a kid named Bubba. So if your name's
Rob,
Bubba,
what do you think of
I
that?
say
And
no.
again, these names, it does not matter what they did at the University of Oklahoma,
well, you know my reason.
where they played, whether they were
It's
good or
based
not.
on
It's
nickname?
based on their name.
It's on name. The name
Whether or
that-
not it's a funny name, it's a football sounding name.
Wait, say it again.
Brandon Bubba Babb. He
I
played.
mean, I like the name.
I can't.
do
I
we
think-
move him forward? Yes or no?
I say no.
Rob?
Can you tell me what decade he
Also,
played
he's not
in?
going up against somebody else's name.
No. we're just picking people to eventually go up.
Doesn't matter if he's
Can
good.
I know what
I'm a no on
decade?
that.
Doesn't matter, Eli. Doesn't matter. It's off the name.
I just want to know what decade.
Yeah, and I will tell you what I'll tell you is he played he was a linebacker from 1997 to 2000.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I say.
Well, if
so
that kind
he's
of
a no.
nickname
I
in the
say-
90s,
yeah.
go for it.
I say no because
No, and
I
we got all
wrestled-
no's. Rob, you a no?
I'm a no.
You're a no.
I know because I actually wrestled a kid. His name was Bubba.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay, here's a good
Rename
one.
is
There's no reason to nix
Here's
it.
a good
Caleb.
one.
it is reason because his real name is Bubba.
Here's a good one. Buford Boots Bagby. He played from 1964 from
Triple B.
1966.
I'm going to have to
He's
say
the
no
original-
because I think he should be in Forrest Gump.
He's the original Big Baller brand, Triple B.
Buford Blue.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
yes.
your name's
No.
Buford and your nickname's Boots. You're going. You get
You're
to
in.
move on. You get to move on.
you're
I mean, your name's Buford. You got that guy
Y'all are
bone.
killing me right now.
Next one, Manly Poppy Bailey. He played from in 1912 for
Pops
the
Man
Oakland
Bailey.
Manly Poppy Bailey. So he was Poppy
I'm
Bailey.
going to say no because my grandmother wasn't even alive then. I'm
I'm gonna say yes because that name's funny to me.
going to have to say no.
Rob,
I'm going with yes.
you're going.
Y'all
Poppy
are effing
Bailey.
killing me
Poppy.
right now.
Poppy Bailey goes in. Okay,
You skip right over Boz.
Brian the Boz
Oh, you got that.
Bosworth.
Thank you. Yes.
I mean,
yes and yes.
I'm gonna say no. I mean, yeah, it's yes.
I'm going to
That's
say
definitely
44
yes.
yeses for the Boz.
So Rob or
44 yeses.
Rob, say no.
No, I'm not saying no. You definitely have to include
Say
the
yes to
pause.
Boz.
Thank you. You had to have the Boz in
I mean, what was the shirt the Boz made that he got paid for?
Yeah, the Boz.
there. NCAA, man.
No, not that one though. The one that he made.
the Boz.
that
yeah.
was what it is. Is
The one
NCAA.
he's talking about the one he made when he was in
The
Seattle.
pros. Yeah, Seattle. Like, everyone hates Boz, whatever. And then all the different fans bought it, and he got paid for it. He's like, yeah, thank you for.
Okay,
for my
next
pocket.
one. We got a lot of names. So
Gotta keep going.
John Rocky Boydston. He was a right tackle in 1957.
If your name's Rocky, well, is Rocky Calmus on this?
You don't know?
You
Well,
don't know yet.
Okay,
he didn't
well,
have
if
a
Rocky Calmus is
nickname
on this,
really.
I say no to this because Rocky Calmus is on this. And I say no.
I want to say no because
only
there's
one
too many
Rocky.
Rockies out there. Period.
There's only one Rocky, and it's Rocky Calmus.
Okay, Rob. Rocky Boydston. I'm going to go with no. It's
Okay, no.
Do we have a limit of how many we're actually voting
We're-
in? Here?
we just got to we're going to narrow it down to get the
And
fans.
then we'll
to
get the fans vote.
What
let
are
the
we
fans
narrowing
vote.
it down to, though? Is what I'm
We'll
saying.
see.
We'll see.
We'll see when we're done.
Because
Okay.
we're already at like 5.
Yeah.
We got like a lot though. So yeah.
I went through the entire. Okay, Keith at Sooner Stats sent me every Sooner who ever played. I did that today.
That had to have been a ton of people.
Right?
Okay, next person is, and we got to give a shout out. Check out Soonerstats.com. Great stuff. If you want to find out stats on them, it's got
Soonerstats.com, yes.
baseball, football, basketball, it's all there. Anyway, here's the next one.
Okay.
Daryl Rocky Bright
Too many
I actually
Rockies.
like that a lot.
It's a
I
good
like
name.
that name.
from defensive end from 97 to 2000.
Like
I
one
remember
Rocky
him.
for me.
I like that.
There's only one
Yeah, I
Rocky for
remember
me
him.
I
though.
like
For
that.
sure.
It's a good name.
Okay.
But there's only one Rocky for me.
So he's in there. J. Obi Bristow played from 1922 to 1924. Nickname was
Okay,
Obi Bristow.
Again, that's
Obi.
what is that, like Great Depression-ish age?
I kind of like Obi. It kind of sounds cool.
Is his name in the Grapes of Wrath? I don't understand.
Definitely.
Obi
Yes.
Obi moves on,
Yeah,
and
Obi.
we'll have to vote on him again. You know,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
you know,
This is a give him in the
yeah, we're just getting them worked that way. We're going to
His
be
brother
voting on
won
them.
Kenobi.
That would be
Here's
awesome.
another one.
Do you think that's where he got it from? Lucas?
Here's another
That
one.
was pre-Star Wars.
Next one is Stephen Bubba Burcham.
I like that.
Bubba Burcham.
I
I
always
always
like-
better though.
National championship.
Caleb's not going to like it
center.
because he doesn't like Bubba.
Well, no, his name's not Bubba, so I can't go with that.
Bubba Burcham. He
Like I
just
said,
said
we
it.
also had a
Hey, Bubba's been on the podcast, so Bubba goes through.
I think Bubba Burcham's actually cool.
Okay, one of my favorite names so far out of the list, Jasper Jap Clapman. J-A-P.
Did he play in
No.
1942?
1895 to 1899.
We weren't even a state yet.
We were a university.
We weren't a state though.
All right.
Rob, your thought. Jasper Jap?
I say yeah.
I'm gonna go with no.
No.
I've got to say no to. I'm with Rob on
I'm
this
on
one.
yes.
We weren't even a state yet.
I kind of like Jasper
I don't care
Jap.
if we're a
but
university or not. Oklahoma didn't even exist.
Were we still part of Texas territory?
Probably. We had to be.
You mean
I mean, I'm sure.
the Texas Republic?
Indian territory.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is Sammy Jack Clappin.
I got
Night
that.
clapping?
That's a yes. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one. That's a yes.
Like
Sammy Jack.
Clapping?
Sammy Jack. His offensive
Sammy
tackle,
Jack Clappin'?
1974 to 78.
That's a yes for me.
You know what? Just for those years, I will give it that. Yeah,
Rob?
I like it.
Sammy Jack. No on the Sammy
Oh,
Jack.
you don't like the clapping?
I'm kind of with Rob on that one. All right, another one of my favorites
I feel a distancing here.
is William Red Conkright.
I don't like that.
Red
actually.
Conkright.
I don't care what decade he played.
1934 to 36.
I don't like it at all.
You don't like a red?
Why
I
do
don't
they
like
call you red?
Conkright.
Maybe it's because I'm Irish.
If it was red concrete,
What
maybe.
movie? What movie is that?
It's a book.
Book?
Well, actually, it did come out
Yeah.
in the prison movie.
Wait, which one?
Oh,
Shawshank?
Shawshank.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption.
Yes,
Yeah, I remember
yes.
that. Yes.
It was a book first, though. Just FYI.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
Stephen
Well,
King.
so was
All right.
Shawshank Redemption was a book
No,
too.
that's what he's talking about, right? Shawshank.
So
That's Stephen King.
Red Conkright is a no.
No, I don't like the red.
How
Concrete.
about-
Okay,
how
this
many-
one
how many names
I'm
are we
going to
doing?
predict this one as a yes.
How many names
Okay.
are we doing today, though?
Lawrence
150.
Mo Dampier. Mo Dampier.
I like it
Oh
because
my
it sounds
God.
like the guy from Remember the Titans.
You remember the only
Defense-
thing he did here was dance on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
2003 to 2004.
I say yes.
I'll take Dampier. Yeah.
Right.
Wait,
He was
03 to 04?
No, I'm going no.
I remember that guy actually.
He was huge. You remember?
Yeah, he was giant.
Dampier
Yeah.
was massive.
And they were predicting that he was going to be like
Yeah.
this big, and he fizzled out and went somewhere else. I guess fizzled out there too, huh?
Here's another one. Jackie Bud Dempsey. Bud Dempsey, fullback, 1960 to 1962.
There's only one Bud, Oklahoma, all right? His name's Bud Wilkerson.
I'm
That
gonna-
Bud Wilkerson
yeah,
is
we're
true.
gonna-
Yeah, I don't like the Bud Dempsey here.
Rob?
Well, Jack Dempsey was a boxer, so
Yeah.
we're going to have to go no on that.
If
one.
his name was Bud Dempsey, then maybe.
Next one, Sammy Bo Denton. Defensive end, 1965 to 68.
Bo. Nah.
I'm out.
No, I'm
Nah.
out. Okay.
These
I don't
guys
care
will
what
hate us
anybody
if we're
says
still
on
alive.
this. And James Jimbo Elrod.
Oh, yeah.
Jimbo Elrod goes through.
100%. He's got a chance to win it all right there.
Yeah.
Jimbo Elrod.
Jimbo L on that rod.
I can't pronounce this guy's last. Jermaine Gumbo Fazande. He was a fullback.
Sanye. It's a
Fazande.
guy I really don't know, but I'm just going to throw it there.
His name was Gumbo, but I'm going to skip on the Gumbo.
So no gumbo.
Like shrimp gumbo,
Yeah.
lobster gumbo.
You think you can
That's
right
all.
now?
That's all I have to say.
Okay. Next one is Leon Mule Train Heath.
Yeah, Mule Train.
I like that. I like that
That's
one.
the
actually.
Listen,
Mule
how do you
Train.
get that nickname?
Mule
Okay.
Train.
I'm just saying.
Was he a running back?
He was a fullback in 1948 to
I would have
1950.
swore running back on Mule Train.
Yeah, I'm a yes on that
Uh,
one.
that has to be a yes. Come on.
Yeah, Mule Train goes through Elmo Bo Hughes, 1934 to 36.
Elmo Bo Hughes.
Yeah, I'm not
That
good on
sounds
that.
super redneck.
Okay, here's one. Houston Bus Hill.
Bus.
Bus Hill.
There's only one bus. I know.
Like Jerome Bettis? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. The bus?
1925, he played for the
Oh,
Sooners.
no. That was not the bus.
Frank Pop Ivy.
Yes, from
Pop Ivy.
I like that Pop Ivy.
1937 to 39, he was an end.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Pop
why
Ivy.
not? Pop that Ivy.
Elvin Finn Jackson. Finn Jackson.
Why Finn?
So in Jackson? 'Cause
Yeah.
that means in, right?
Yeah, let's skip on him. You good at skipping, Rob?
Skip.
Okay, love this one. Dewey Snorter Luster.
Oh, my God.
Did he do a lot of coke? What happened here?
He's got a chance to win it all right there.
Snorter Luster played from 1917 to 1920.
Yeah, he did off a lot of bathroom sinks right there. The old snorter.
What, and next
I mean,
one is
back
one.
in the day, it's probably okay. It's probably medicine. They thought.
Yeah, it wasn't even the 80s yet. He was way ahead of
It
his
was
time.
actually in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't Coca-Cola. It's probably what it's doing. Just you drink a lot of Coke.
That's right. Coca-Cola, it was in there.
The next one is one of my all-time favorites. Edward Wahoo McDaniel.
Wahoo.
Wahoo
Big
McDaniel.
question there, isn't it?
Wahoo!
He's
I don't understand. Hang on, what was his first name?
Edward,
Edward?
but he went by Wahoo.
So
McDaniel.
it was British to Jamaican to Irish.
Yeah, but he's
All right, what the?
he was actually Indian. He was in a
Shut the front door.
Yeah,
So 4 different ethnic groups in one name. That's crazy. Go ahead and vote him in just because of that.
And he was a pro wrestler for years. Wahoo McDaniel. That was his pro wrestling.
I mean, you got to put him in there then because that's freaking ridiculous.
C. Ram Morrison. Ram Morrison, 1920 to 24.
C. Ram Morrison. That sounds like Tommy Gun Morrison.
Yeah, I'm not a good one with that.
I don't
Rob.
think I like that one.
You, Rob?
Nah.
I gotta say this now. Is C.D. Lamb in this?
Just wait a second.
I mean, we're in the C's.
Okay.
How are we only in the C's? I feel like we've done a ton.
The next one is Paul Booger Parker.
Booger.
Booger Parker,
Booger's
offensive
always
guard.
good. Like Booger McFarlane.
He's funny.
Actually like him.
1979 to 83.
You know,
I like
Booger.
Booger.
You're tough.
Yeah, you're tough.
That- right?
And you know that was
like
in the
Booger.
Barry Switzer age. It's probably because he hit somebody and boogers come flying out.
Probably right.
Yeah. The Oklahoma drill when he probably put everybody on their ass. So
Next one is George Buster Rhymes.
Buster
Rhymes. That's a yes. For sure.
Also
Rhymes.
played for the Dallas
not
Cowboys.
even Busta, but Buster Rhymes.
Okay, another one of my favorites going through here. Ronnie Warhorse Stacy.
That is Native American for show.
Offensive guard from 1968 to 1971.
Anything Warhorse, I think.
Warhorse Stacy. He
Put
gets
him in.
Okay, if he's in,
He's
this
from
guy,
the Chickasaw tribe for right there. Or Cherokee,
I now
maybe.
remember this guy a little bit. I remember being talked about. Mike USS Vaughn.
USS
lineman.
Vaughn.
Yeah, his nickname was the USS Vaughn.
So we can say USS Vaughn squared.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but I don't know if it meets the criteria.
I say, nah.
Nah.
What was he though? What
He was an
play?
offensive lineman from 73 to 76.
Yeah,
And I did
those
not
are
know
good
this
years
one.
too. But
This next one is William Curly Vessels. Billy Vessels had a nickname.
yeah,
What?
Curly Vessels.
Curly
he's
Vessels.
in.
Yeah,
He's in.
he's got to be in. Billy Vessels.
Yeah.
Me? Hell yeah.
Okay. This one, Barth, B-A-R-T-H, Barth Jiggs Walker.
I like that name.
He's in.
I like that.
Jiggs Walker from 1935 to 37 is
I like
in.
it.
How come nobody names their kid Jigs anymore?
Or barf.
Anymore or ever.
Jigs Mixon.
Why is nobody
like it.
named Jiggs? Come on.
Barf long. Barf Furlong.
Not Bartholomew, just
I mean,
Bart.
I said, if I were a kid, his name would be Richard Harry Long.
I feel like that this spot's going to take like 2 or 3 nights.
Oh, yeah. It's
Over to the
the
D's
next
yet?
one.
This is
The
his nickname. It's not even the name.
Yeah, these are just people with names. We're almost done.
Oh, holy hell.
We're just
Robert. This one is Robert Chief West. Chief West from 1938 played as a back.
Were you Chief, Rob?
No.
No,
I must say no.
yeah.
What was your name, Rob?
Bull.
Bull?
Bull.
Okay.
Bull. Okay.
I will not tell
He
you.
knew
how
nothing. He knew nothing but going forward.
I had multiple. I was Gumby when I was little, and then I came Dr. Long when I was in high school.
Yeah. So
Well, I
at
have
all.
no idea why that happened.
The
Someone
next
has
one-
called it to me. I was like, it's stuck.
the next one is pretty much in where they got Steve. Can you finish it, Rob?
Dr. Death
There
Williams.
you go.
Woo! He shoots, he scores, baby.
Yes.
Steve. Dr.
Agreed.
Death
That is
Williams.
what.
So those are the players that have nicknames. Those aren't even players that just have cool names. Okay. So
Not the guys that like you say their name and then when you're a fan you say kind of a nickname whenever you're rooting for them in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like Rufus Alexander.
Well,
everyone said
okay, we got to get into their names now.
Yeah,
These
how
are
many-
people who have cool names.
How many,
All right.
how many were we doing the other night? That's
I don't know. When we get tired, we'll stop.
I mean, I don't want to be like an hour long just talk about.
We're
people's
going to do
names.
186 if
There's
you're
also
ready
going
for
on.
that.
It's like we said that other bracket they got to talk about that pissed me off so much.
Okay,
yesterday.
so here we go. We're getting in. These are the guys' names. Now, again, it doesn't matter. Remember the rules. It doesn't matter what they did. It's whether or not they got a football name or a funny name, just a cool name. We're going off names.
All
okay.
right.
Okay, so you will shut up, Rufus Alexander.
Yes, thank you. Roof. I
Like
love
Rufus.
Rufus. Whenever
Rufus has been on the
I love
podcast. He's
Ruf.
got a great
Yeah.
name, so
Rufus,
Rufus
he
moves
said
in.
right there.
I loved Rufus.
Yeah, he said right where Caleb
Yeah.
said. Okay, and Rufus was a linebacker, obviously, from 2002 to
tore it up, too.
2006.
He was a good linebacker.
Yeah, he was.
Next person, Plato Andros, a guard
Is he
from
Greek?
1941 to 46. That's why Plato.
Plato.
Plato Andros. That means turbo plate, by the way, if anyone doesn't know.
Well, how are we with Plato Andros?
I say no.
You know what's funny is there are some names that come out and you think their parents were sitting around like, how about Moonbeam?
You know what, though? I would tell you,
where do you get the Plato at?
Andros apparently is a big name in England because there's a lot of people named
So
Andros.
is he a yes or a no?
I say no.
I kind of like the name.
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it.
Andros Platos, like that.
Okay, next one.
It sounds like kicker, though.
Claude Arnold, quarterback from 1948 to 50.
No.
Nope.
Claude Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Claude Arnold is a no-go.
Okay, let's not do that. Or Hey Arnold, the football head.
Yeah. Okay. There's two here similar.
Yeah.
Gary Backus, B-A-C-C-U-S, and Roy Backus. I guess they were
Roy,
brothers.
yes.
I guess they were brothers from.
Give me Roy. The Roy one's better. Sounds better. Roy Backus.
So we're good with Roy, Rob.
I like the Roy.
We'll give him that one.
Rob says whatever makes you happy, guys.
Let's see here. Here's a one. Boone Baker, 1942 to 43.
I don't
Boone
like it
Baker.
because it sounds too much like
Boone
Boone
Baker.
Pickens.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
We can't have no boons
I don't
or
like it.
anything.
I don't like it at all.
I like this one. Carl Baldeschweiler.
Yes, I love that name. What is that root word from? Baldeschweiler? Are you kidding me? That sounds like a dog name.
Offensive lineman from 74 to 77.
Holy crap! Yeah, Baldeschweiler. That's,
Okay. Next
remember that
one.
for the rest of my life.
Next one is Basil Banks, defensive back
spice?
from 77 to 1980.
I
Basil
feel like
Banks.
just yes because you can season him with everything.
How are we on Basil, guys?
Nah.
Well, it's okay if it's in a pot roast.
Like I said, season it with everything.
Gary Barnowski. Gary Barnowski, defensive
Sounds
end
like
from 72 to
Sounds like a
74.
Pollock.
Oh, okay.
I'm not okay with that.
Well, we just went there, or we didn't. We would tell you to add him at his DMs.
4440 did.
4440 does
He
not
sure
have a
did.
Twitter or Facebook.
No,
so.
he doesn't give a shh.
Next one, Aubrey Beavers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beavers.
Yeah.
It sounds like a girl's name all the way around.
Defensive end in the 90s.
Yeah.
Aubrey Beavers. That sounds like a total chick.
Okay.
He actually had.
He was pretty good. Aubrey was a
Yeah, I
mean
think
dude.
he had the all-time sacks. Did he get passed up, or is he still
I
going?
think he got passed up,
Okay.
but he was.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, next one is Harry Berry.
Harry. He's a Harry.
That sounds like the beginning of a good joke.
1926 to 28.
Harry
Is this
Berry.
like? Is this okay? I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Larry Burdine.
No.
I liked Larry
Nope.
Burdine, but
No.
No, not a good
Probably
enough
not
name
for
to
a
me.
name.
I don't like Larry Bird.
the
so
guy
that's why I say no.
he tore his freaking biceps
Hold up.
and couldn't play
Hold
again.
the phone. Did you hear what he just said?
What?
I don't like Larry Bird.
You don't like Larry Bird?
Because you're a Boston hater.
Yeah, I hate Boston. Hey, I'm
But
Lakers
dude,
fan.
Larry, you can't deny Larry Bird. I know you don't like him, but you can't deny him.
There's a big difference in that.
Okay,
I don't
next
like Tom
one.
Brady, but I think he's the best
Next
quarterback of all
one.
time.
It's a whole nother podcast.
Najee Bassoon,
No.
He's an
It's untied.
instrument.
running back from 2014
He's an
2007.
instrument and a religion.
Najee Bassoon. Yeah, I want the last one. You've been drinking them all up. Go
yeah,
get some more.
jeez.
That's too long of a walk.
Najee is a no-go.
I mean,
Jeff
I like
Bodine,
No,
Jeff Bodine.
no,
center from 1972 to 75.
no. Thank you.
That's why it's funny.
Clyde Bogle,
Excuse
No.
me, sir. What's your boggle?
18
That's Demolition Man.
Yep.
1889 to 1903 was a Sooner back
If
then.
we could all use the 3 seashells, we wouldn't have to worry about toilet
Yeah.
paper right now.
And like the sex thing too, whoever.
Nick Bonito,
Yeah, I like Benito.
current linebacker.
Only because of the Baylor
I love-
game, I say yes.
I know it's a yes. for
Benito!
you.
Yeah,
Oh
Nick
my
Bonito.
lord!
It's Benito.
I know. I like him now.
Okay, Billy Bookout.
I like Kevin Bookout better, so no. Give me Kevin Bookout.
He was a
great
back.
Are they
related?
In 1951.
Great
He was,
baseball.
Is it like his great
play baseball
grandfather?
could be.
I know he played baseball.
I mean,
too.
He's our
Bookout
first
played in
baseman.
like
Yeah,
'98.
he's good.
01. So.
Okay, next one. Oren Bora.
Nah.
No.
Played in the 30s. Oren, O-R-E-N.
Oren Bora?
Long.
Bora.
Oren Long.
No.
They left out the L, like, Lauren. It's kind of
Or B, Boren.
David Bourne.
We got Boren Bora here. That would have been better, actually.
Here's one. Thomas Brahaney.
No.
Dude, he's on the wall at the...
Center from 70 to 72.
He's got his own section at the stadium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you might have to vote him in because of that then.
Okay. Brian Broniger.
It sounds like a type of brat.
Yeah, so I guess he's...
That's enough for me too. There.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce... Sherdeel Breathitt.
Good Lord.
I kind of like that name. I mean,
It's
Here's
like
the
naming
thing.
your kid Sue, right?
Sherdeel Breathitt was a linebacker from 1980 and 81.
that's good years. I like it.
Okay. Sherdeel Breathitt was also a defensive back in 2008. What are the chances of you having a
Excuse
guy
me?
with that name?
Right?
His son, I guess.
No.
That's got to be astronomical odds.
What are the chances? Yeah.
Completely different person.
Yeah.
Not related at all.
I don't know that they're related, but there's not. The 2008 does not say Sherdeel Breathitt Jr.
Dude,
So-
that's okay. That I got to vote that. That's weird. That's an odd coincidence.
Right.
Martin Brecht. Brecht.
No go
No.
for me.
No.
Okay. Duell Brewer.
No.
Tailback, 1989 to 92. Duell Brewer. He's
Well,
good.
Brewer, he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
shoot ya, he was good.
We're going to keep him in.
I just don't like his name.
Otto Brewer.
I like
Otto
Otto
Brewer?
better.
I like Otto Brewer.
Otto Brewer played in 1916.
Brothers. I'm
Um,
kidding. 1960.
Trajan Bridges.
I like Trajan Bridges. think
I do
sounds
like
cool.
Trajan Bridges
It
too.
sounds
Are we voting? Is it the name, or are you voting because?
I like the person and the name.
I like the
actually,
name.
Rob?
That-
I mean, I like the name.
Yeah,
Trajan
we'll-
Bridges is a cool name.
We'll leave him in there.
How many more of these we doing?
I don't know. Jody Britt.
No.
No,
Is that a girl or guy?
he was an offensive guard in 83 to 86. Gabe Burfick.
I don't like Burfict because that's that guy that played for Cincinnati and he was a freaking jerk face. He got suspended
Rob?
like 18
So no.
times.
Nope.
Never liked that name.
Okay. Jamal Brown, offensive lineman from 2001 to 2004.
Great player, but not great name.
Jamal Brown was a huge man.
Defensive tackle moved over to the offensive line.
Yeah. Okay, he's out. Ricky Bryan.
I like that name.
Yeah, he
Like
was a
the-
bad. He was a
him.
bad dude.
He was
in the
a
80s.
bad dude.
Yeah, I know. I like him. I don't. His name. But he's amazing.
We're keeping him in.
Okay.
Okay. Oscar Butts.
We haven't gone
I mean-
up yet.
If it made us all laugh unanimously,
go.
you have to put him in there.
1965 to 1967.
Put Oscar Butts in there.
Oscar Butts made the cut. Grant Calcaterra.
Man, I
a
feel so
football
bad.
name.
I feel so bad for that guy, but
He gets round one. He gets our vote in. To the
yeah,
role.
I just he could have been
This'll make
so
Kate-
amazing.
Because we call him Calc.
Yeah. This
Some
will
of
make
us have
Caleb.
met Stogner and some other guys.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Caleb will be happy on this.
The CD Lamb.
Rocky Kalmus.
Yeah, Rocky
Yeah.
yeah, that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Well,
Rocky's
Rocky, I know on our
fantastic.
Lydell Carr.
Oh, fullback.
Fullback.
Always making it. Okay.
We use fullbacks more than a lot of people, honestly.
So,
Nobody uses fullbacks anymore.
I guess LA just shut down. They're in lockdown.
Yeah,
LA is.
that's what Scotty was.
Good,
Yeah.
they should be.
Yeah, they're in lockdown right now.
The next one, Sam Clammer. Sam Clammer.
Like clam it up, clamor,
That's not you. What your name? You call them clams. What clams? I don't like that.
calamity.
It
So-
also means to climb.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Burl Clark.
Nah.
1938 to 39.
How do you
Nope.
spell burl?
B-E, or maybe it's Beryl.
If it's Beryl, it's a yes.
B-E-R-Y-L.
I think it's barrel.
I go
Barrel
If it's
Clark.
Barrel, yes, a yes.
Barrel
Rob,
Clark. That's
you in
actually
with
a pretty
barrel?
cool name.
Barrel's a no. Burl would be a yes.
Gene Cockrell.
Machine Cockerel.
I think Cockerel's a funny name.
Cockerel, you have to get Cockerel in
50.
there.
Jerry Cogburn.
Like Rooster?
Yeah.
Cockburn.
It's his younger brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. Tink Collins.
Tink.
Poor little Tink Tink.
Yeah.
When was he born? In 1913?
1988 to 92.
Yeah, he played in the modern era.
Yeah.
Old Tink did?
He was good, bro.
Yeah, he was good.
Man.
In fact, we've had his sister on this
Yep.
show.
Tink Tink.
Is it Tinker?
That rascal
Yeah.
scratching
So
the door.
next one.
Hey, Tink, is that his real name?
Yeah, that's his real name. Tink. It was
Wow.
yeah.
He's got to be in.
This one, he's got to go in, period. John Connor.
Oh, yeah. You gotta go on it.
I'm looking for John Connor.
Earl Coots. 1910.
He's got to be in.
Sounds like he should be in a Dukes of Hazzard show.
Okay, here's one. Dick Corbett.
I like it.
You know, I don't know why people name their sons that.
I just said I would name my kid Richard
Well,
Long.
it's really Richard.
I'll call him Dick too. Come here, Dick Long. Middle name Harry. So on his nationwide test, it say Long Harry Dick.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Little bit.
Next one.
Yep.
thought
Derek
about this.
Crudup. Crudup. Curdup.
No.
Defensive back, 85-87. Arthur Crutchmer.
Nope.
Nope.
Crutchmer?
No.
No, his name's Arthur.
James Colbreth. Halfback, 74-76.
Cold breath.
Cold Breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. George Cumby. Yes.
Of course.
Bad dude.
Cumby.
He was a bad man.
Siobhan Dakin.
He was fairly recent, wasn't he?
Nope.
So he's a
Quarterback.
Native American, right?
Quarterback, 1966 to 67.
Yeah, like I said, pretty recent.
Listen, he's also an artist.
Last
No, is
60
he?
years.
You should see his paintings. Yeah, they're pretty fantastic.
Well, see, there we go. He gets in.
On the
Ty
painting
Darlington.
He's a sinner recently. Yeah.
It's
That's
also a
a-
racetrack, by the way. Darlington.
Earl Deacon. Okay. The reason why Earl Deacon should go because his name is spelled ERL. He's in.
Earl.
Mark Deathridge.
What did he
Center,
play?
Center, 1977.
No, if he was on defense, maybe, yeah, but not on offense.
You okay with that, Rob?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Deathridge?
Mark Deathridge.
Of course.
No,
Him
only,
in or out?
only if he was
Yeah.
on defense.
Oh, what was he?
He's center.
Still.
I say if he was on defense,
Yeah.
yes, but
Okay, next one. Ricky
Deathridge.
DeBerry.
Defensive
what?
back.
Linebacker, 2015.
what kind of berry?
DeBerry.
The white berry.
Okay, here's Santoy DeBose.
What?
1966 to 68.
Was he a
Santoy.
kicker?
Safety?
I guess he played way back. WB? What's a WB?
Water boy.
He played
Water boy.
Yeah.
Water boy. Way back, left out.
The water boy.
Brown Delosier. Who would name their kid Brown?
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to
told
name
ya.
you a shit stain.
Some of these parents are like,
Yeah.
how about Brown?
I'm going to name you a shade nobody likes.
Bruce Durr. Derr. Kicker from
Well,
1968.
He was born into that, so.
Ricky Dixon.
Ricky is in.
He is in.
All right, Ricky.
Louis Dollarhide.
He's got it.
I've already liked that last. Yeah, I like that last one.
Louis Dollar, 1944
Dollarhide.
Sooner. James Doolittle. Center, 1963. He's a nope.
I like
When nobody responds, I'm just going to take
I like
him as no.
Christian
Okay.
Doolittle.
Levi Draper.
No.
No.
Yeah, okay. Mark Driscoll.
No, no
No.
one.
Come on, you got to give us some pizzazz.
Guilford Duggan.
That'll work.
Guilford.
Duggan sounds
1937 tackle.
Guilford.
Okay.
I've never heard anybody call
I
him.
actually thought of this
And you
of
probably
Caleb when
never
I was
will
doing
again.
this one. Richard Duke.
Richard Duke. Dick Duke. I like that name. Dick Duke.
Dick Duke.
Offensive guard from 1972 to 75.
Dick Duke.
All right.
Brody Eldridge.
Brody.
Brody.
I don't like the name
2005.
Brody. It sounds like a frat boy. I don't like
Okay,
it.
well, Chez Evans.
Chez or
C-H-E-Z.
Chaz?
C-H-E-Z.
Huh.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
No.
Brandon Everidge.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Good player, but
Yeah.
yeah.
He separated his shoulder about 18 times, Brandon Everidge did.
He also got stopped for DUI.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And people started calling him Random Beverage.
Now if they did that.
forgot all
Okay.
about
Now if they did that instead.
Okay, he stays in.
Just FYI.
He thought he was Roy Williams, could hit people with the shoulder.
Well, he
Separated.
tried. I mean, good Lord.
Curtis Fagan.
Nah.
No,
Dude,
I don't
just
like
that one catch puts him in, right?
No.
You know what one I'm talking about, right?
I know. I'm trying to remember which one.
The one at Texas where he jumps up over the dude, catches it, comes down, lands on the dude.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
fantastic.
Reggie Finch.
That sounds like a bird. I don't like it.
Roy Finch.
I was going to say, we used to have a running back named Roy. There
Both
it
of them
is.
are running back.
He's a good player. He's a good player right now. You know.
He's a little bitty dude,
A
but
little bitty, but he was quick.
He should be playing right now, though.
Johnny Fontanet.
that sounds like
He
a
wants the net.
puppet that's being pulled by strings.
Ed Foot. Or is it Foote?
No,
F-O-O-
it's Foot.
F-O-O-T-E.
Yeah.
Rob.
No.
Johnny French. He sounds like a spy from France. Johnny French.
He sounds like a salad dressing.
Oh, that's Lord.
Okay. Ron Frisk. That sounds like
Does
a
he
porn
work for
name.
the FBI?
That sounds like a porn. That's his porn name,
Yeah.
Ron Frisk.
So I'm going to run frisky right now.
Michael Gaddis. Mike Gaddis.
Mike Gaddis.
I guess.
If he hadn't had injuries,
Oh, he'd have been one of the
dude, he could
greatest.
have been the greatest running back we ever had.
Okay, here's Ignacio Gallegos.
That sounds
He
like
only made it
another
one. He
Greek.
only made it 1 year.
Yeah, but he's still got to go in with that name.
2006.
Ignacio Gallegos?
Gallegos. Neville Gallimore.
I mean,
The Canadian.
Gray Lyman, just
Bob Gatling.
like the gun.
Like the gun. Quarterback, 1954. Yeah, no, not enough response.
Did he
Jimmy
even play on
Gilstrap.
Gilstrap?
Yeah, Gilstrap. I'm going to leave him in. DeMarcus Granger. Nope. Jermaine Gresham.
Gresham.
Yes. I love Jermaine Gresham.
Tom Grimmett.
Like Kermit?
Oh. Gino Grissom.
We have one Grisham, so.
Well, Grissom is G-R-S-S-O-M.
Okay. Laramie Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer, come on.
Laramie on that hammer.
Rico Harley.
Really?
Not,
Almost
not.
thought you were saying Rico Suave.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So he's in.
I was like, not Rico Swap.
Tommy Harris.
I like Tommy Harris.
Great player. Name's not good enough.
Yeah, okay. Dylan Hartsook.
Hartsock.
So he's a no. Alan Heap. Defensive end from 73. Gene Heap from 46. Okay, this
How
one.
many heaps did we have?
Harry.
It's like Spaceballs. I'm surrounded by heaps.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to try this one. Harry Hetmansberger. Hitmansberger. Hettmannsperger.
I don't know about that.
How'd you like to have been him in kindergarten? How do you spell your name?
Okay, get a
I'll be
pencil.
like, it sounds just like German the way kindergarten is.
Brewster Hobby. 1957 to 60.
It doesn't sound like much of a hobby.
Brewster Hart. He's staying in. John Hornhung.
Yes.
Hornung.
I like that name.
Louis Hotchkiss. From 1938 to 38.
Put him in.
Put him in. Sabert Hott. H-O-T-T. Sabert.
Sabert. Let's name him Sabert. You know why? Because the grandpa was Sam on one side and Robert on the other. Sabert.
You're probably right.
Saber. Yes.
Okay, this is going to be a hard one. Mike
That's what she said.
Chronopoulos. Hronopoulos. Chronopoulos.
Huh.
He stays in.
Okay.
Rocky Hubble.
Only one Rocky.
There's only one Rocky. Okay.
You mean like telescope?
Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, I don't know. His name's Creed. I don't know.
I like him because we
Rob?
met him.
I like Creed.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to name my son Creed.
Just met him like a
Just
few
shot
days
it.
ago. So
Shot at my aunt right there. Yeah, you could-
Daryl Hunt. Nope.
How many more names we got on this list?
Joaquim Iglesias.
Nah.
Isn't he a singer?
He was a wide receiver from 2005 to 8.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I do remember that.
Gabe Eichard. Oh, no response.
I mean,
Sorry,
I
Gabe.
Like him. He's a center.
Great.
I mean,
Great, yeah.
Rob, you'll remember this one. Horace Ivory.
Horace.
Horace Ivory. He stays in. Halfback, 1974-76.
Yep.
Corey Ivy. Nope. No responses.
sounds like a type of plant.
Jarrell Jackson. 95 to 99 wide receiver.
What a great player.
Yeah.
Apparently played all 4 years. That doesn't happen anymore.
Right.
Jack Jacobs.
That could be anybody.
Montford Johnson.
Montford.
Yeah, by the way, Jack Jacobs played in the 30s. Montford played in the late 60s, so he's a no. Dante Jones.
Heck of a defensive end.
Yeah, not enough response. Davin Joseph.
Yeah, I like Davin Joseph.
Good name.
That was one big dude.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Durwood.
The guy I played with, though,
Yeah.
for Low Hope. But
Durwood Keaton.
Durwood?
Durwood Keaton, 1972 to 73 safety.
Just on name alone, I think.
Durwood.
That's what we're doing, his name alone.
Durwood Gayton.
Summy, or Sumi, Summie, Summy Kid,
Yeah.
1926 to
2
27.
D's or 1 D?
Two.
Put it in there.
I feel like somebody from the 20s is going to win this.
Joe Killingsworth,
Yes. What did he play? What
Yeah, he's
position?
in.
strong side end, 1967 to 69.
Perfect. I love it.
Kenny King.
That sounds like a girl.
Kenny King was a
I
bad
thought I said
man.
Jenny King.
For sure.
1975 to 78 fullback.
Oh, my gosh.
He was a
He
beast.
could have been a halfback anywhere else in the country.
He was a great halfback for the Raiders, man.
Yeah, he was.
One of my favorite names, Reggie Kinlaw. 1975 to 78, Reggie Kinlaw. Oh, man, guys, y'all disappoint me. I didn't like
We're
Reggie
going too many
Kinlaw.
names right now. I need to take a break from all these names.
Gus Kitchens.
Yeah.
Is it
Sounds
back?
like he should cook on a boat.
Okay. We'll stop on this one, okay?
Okay.
And move on to later on. But I wanted to get to this one. Cedarian Lamb.
Oh yeah, his
CD.
name.
AKCD.
Definitely.
His name is two emojis, bro. All I do is put a CD and a lamb out there. It's his name. The
So we
greatest
will
receiver in OU history, right there.
we will stop at CD. We'll pick this up more. Let people know what you think about all the names. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Have we burnt the...
I told you. I talked about that other bracket that came out.
Okay,
That threw me.
Caleb,
I was so angry.
throw out the bracket.
I don't want to tell the names. This is like the greatest Sooners of all time. And all I gotta say is one player wasn't mentioned, who was
Kyler
top 10.
Murray was not mentioned in it.
Well, I was going to build up to that. Anyways.
Sorry, my bad.
He is a top 10 draft pick in Major League Baseball. He won a Heisman, took us to the playoffs, and number one pick in the NFL. And he was in that list. Every other Heisman player was on that list, and it just makes no sense to me. And also on that list, Bosworth was a 4 seed. How is that even possible? Bosworth being a 4 seed. Okay, that's but still, Kyler Murray not being on that list, and the person's reasoning. I'm not going to beef the guy, but he didn't respond to me at all because I gave out some reasons out there. His reasoning was Jalen was on the list either. Jalen was here for 1 year. Kyler was here for 3 years. Kyler played 2 sports, brought baseball into the national spotlight in OU. And he was a Heisman winner. And no one pick in the draft. Jalen's none of those. Jalen's a great player, but he's not Kyler Murray. Which I've stated before, I think Kyler Murray is the best quarterback we had here in a long time. Like, I like him better than Baker, so.
Do you feel better, Caleb?
That list made me mad yesterday. I was furious.
Rob, you got anything else that... I know he won't. Scotty put out a deal that I guess not he didn't, but he kind of talked to it. I guess LA's on.
Yeah, I was on lockdown.
Lockdown. What was the name?
For?
What was the name of the movie?
Escape from LA.
Yeah,
Snake
Escape
Plissken.
from LA.
They have a name for
Snake
it too.
Plissken,
It's
yeah.
like the walls like lockdown LA or something like that. Some crazy like that.
I like that. I did like that movie, Battle Los Angeles. I think it was what it was called, where the aliens come and people are running through the.
Yeah,
the
only
streets.
Corona's not aliens, but
I know, but I talked to Scotty earlier, and he said he'd go slap around a
Crackhead.
crackhead.
So
Scotty, in case you don't, Eli, Scotty is Rob. Went to high school. He's a police officer in L.A. Has been for. He's like one of the most highly decorated
Yeah, he is.
police officers in Los Angeles. He's from
Listen, weirdest thing, and I'm not trying to blow up Scotty's skirt or anything, but I went to his precinct, right, with him, and we're walking down, and this is a kid I grew up with. It's like my little brother, right? We're walking down this hallway, and there's a whole bunch of great big, and I'm not a small guy, right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of great big cops in there. And as we're walking down the hallway, every one of them put their butts on the wall and got out of his way. I was like, what is going on here? And every one of them just like, just moved out of the way. And he just walked, and I'm just like, dang, all right, so when we were in high school, he was the smallest kid in the class, and that includes the girls. All right, so he moves away over the summer between our junior and senior year, right? Smallest kid in the class. Comes back for the school year, tallest kid in the class.
that's crazy.
I'm not kidding you.
And Scotty's funny too. He's a good guy.
He's
I like
hilarious.
The bill is called Stay at Home Bill in LA. That's what it's called.
it. Oh, the stay-at-home bill.
They pass.
But guys, everybody has their own thing out there with the coronavirus. But let's keep everybody safe. Do what they're asking. It's not going to kill you. To stay at home.
I don't want to stay at home. This is right up my alley. What you talking about?
Rob wakes up every morning and goes, I died and went to heaven. Nobody's going to bother me today.
Right? You stay at your home. I stay at my home.
Yeah. But,
I'm good at this social distancing.
yeah,
thing.
so, Rob's always practiced social distancing before social distancing was
See, I was country when country
wasn't. But no, we do have some cool stuff in the works. We've got some guests who've confirmed they'll be on with us. Rob's job settled down now, I think, and my job is settled down. So we will start getting some podcasts out on a regular basis again instead of kind of sporadic. And I can reach out to those guys and start getting them on the podcast. There's going to be some stuff people have asked for, some surprises that people aren't expecting.
Like I'm going to have a black sequin cape with a big R on it.
Oh, and by the way, please, on the picture that I'm putting out, that's coming out with the podcast, these guys haven't seen it. I'll show it to you when we're done. For our cover for the podcast and on YouTube is amazing. Share it with everybody. It's one of the best logos I've ever come up with. So,
all right. Am I wearing a black sequin cape?
Maybe.
With an R on it?
Maybe.
Okay.
But that's it for the podcast, guys. Thanks a lot for listening. Boomer Rob.
Boomer Terry.
Boomer Caleb.
Boomer.
Boomer 4440.
a boomer.
Hey, hold on, hold. Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord! Lord, Jesus! What you doing, Ted?